to do housework.
In a quiet village called Umori, there lived a girl whose laziness shocked everyone. At 18 years old, her mother was still feeding her like a baby. This is Amaka's story. Every morning in Umori village, life began before the sun. Roosters crowed loudly. Women came out with brooms. Children carried buckets bigger than their strength. But inside one compound, there was silence. Amaka was still sleeping. The sun had already risen high, yet Amaka lay on her mat, rolling from one side to another. Her wrapper was loose, her eyes were heavy. Work meant nothing to her. Her mother, Mama Ifunaya, stood at the door. Amaka, wake up and sweep this compound. Amaka turned her face to the wall. Mama, later. Later never came. By afternoon, Mama Ifunaya cooked food. Instead of calling Amaka to eat, she carried the food inside. She sat down and fed her grown daughter spoon by spoon, like a baby. At the stream, women whispered, "Is that not the girl whose mother still feeds her? What kind of training is that?" They shook their heads, but Amaka did not care. One day, Mama Ifunaya tried to correct her. She refused to cook. Amaka cried loudly, "Mama, I am hungry." Her tears broke her mother's heart. That day, Mama Ifunaya cooked again, and Amaka learnt a lesson. Crying works. Amaka stopped going to school. Reading was stressful. Writing was tiring. Learning required effort. Her teacher warned her mother, "This girl is bright, but laziness will destroy her." Nothing changed. Children mocked her. They sang songs about her laziness. Amaka laughed along. Shame could not reach her heart. A young man named Chike came to see her. She was beautiful. But when he saw her mother feeding her, his heart sank. That was the last time Chike came. One evening, an old woman warned Mama Ifunaya, "When you are gone, who will feed her?" Mama Ifunaya laughed, but those words waited patiently. One rainy night, Mama Ifunaya fell sick. She could not stand. She could not cook. Amaka said softly, "Mama, food." Her mother replied weakly, "My daughter, cook." Morning came. No food. Hunger entered the house. For the first time, nobody fed Amaka. She entered the kitchen. Firewood refused to light. Smoke filled her eyes. Food burnt. She cried. Hunger humbled her. 3 days passed. Day 1, tears. Day 2, shame. Day 3, determination. Her soft hands blistered, but she did not stop. Women helped her. They laughed, but they taught. Slowly, Amaka learnt work. Months passed. Amaka woke early. She swept, she cooked, she walked. Laziness left her body. She learned tailoring. For the first time, money entered her hands. Respect followed. Villagers were shocked. Is that Amaka? Yes, life had taught her. One evening, Amaka fed her mother. Tears fell. "Forgive me, Mama." Her mother replied, "Forgive me too." Laziness is sweet until hunger knocks. Love without correction is dangerous. If parents don't train children, life will train them painfully. Learn from Amaka. They say life has a way of testing you with the same lesson until you finally understand it. Amaka understood laziness the hard way. But years later, life brought that same lesson back to her, this time through her own child. Years passed. Amaka was no longer the lazy girl of Umore village. She was now a hard-working woman, respected by everyone. She married a calm and responsible man named Obina. Together, they built a peaceful home. God blessed their marriage with 2 children, a boy and a girl. The boy, Chinedu, was active and obedient. The girl, Zini, was beautiful and quiet. Too quiet. As Zini grew, Amaka began to notice something. Zini hated work. Whenever Amaka asked her to help, Zini would say, "I'm tired." Those words shook Amaka's heart. She had said them before. But Amaka was not her mother. She remembered hunger. She remembered shame. She remembered pain. And she promised herself, "My child will not suffer the way I did." Amaka started correcting Zini early. No work, no play. No effort, no reward. Zini did not like it. She complained. She frowned. She grew angry. Zini ran to her father. "Mama is too strict." Obina sighed. "She is still a child," he said. But Amaka replied firmly, "This is how it begins." As Zini grew older, her anger grew stronger. Each correction felt like an insult to her. She shouted, "You don't love me." Those words hurt Amaka deeply, but she stood her ground. Chinedu helped willingly. Zini refused. Villagers noticed the difference. They praised the boy. Amaka smiled politely, but watched her daughter closely. School problems began again. Zini avoided assignments. Amaka tried to explain, "My daughter, I was once like you." Zini replied angrily, "You are not me." One day, Zini shouted words that froze the house. "I didn't ask to be born." Silence followed. Amaka sat down slowly. Those words cut deep. That night, Amaka cried quietly. She finally understood her own mother. Discipline always feels like hatred until life explains it. One afternoon, Amaka traveled for work. She returned to a dirty house. Zini was lying down, doing nothing. Amaka did not shout. She changed strategy. She stopped begging. She allowed small consequences. No cooking, no food. No washing, dirty clothes. Zini was confused. For the first time, nobody fed her. Zini exploded. "You suffered, so you want me to suffer." Amaka replied softly, "No, I suffered, so you won't." One weekend, Zini visited a friend. She watched the girl wake up early, cook, and clean. Shame entered her heart. Life corrected her, not her mother. Zini began to change. Small efforts, small steps. Amaka watched quietly. One night, Zini told Amaka her full story. Hunger, pain, regret. Zini listened. Tears filled her eyes. "Mama, I'm sorry." Amaka held her daughter. Correction had finally worked. Years passed. Zini became responsible, strong, focused, just like her mother. One evening, Zini cooked for Amaka. The house was clean, Food was ready. History tried to repeat itself, but this time it failed. Correction may make children angry today, but it saves them tomorrow. Parents, do not fear your children's tears. Fear the life that will teach them if you don't.